Oh, lifting some wheels. Look how high that is getting. Now that is doing a fantastic job. Wowzer. Oh, that is decent slow speed control in it, especially for a brush system. Oh, look, that's good grip on those tyres as well, to be fair. Yes. Oh, lovely bit of flex. Oh, hang on. Straight over that rock. Hey, we made it. We got the CR18P Evo V2 from Hobbyplus. This is the new body style called the Convoy. Now this is a brushed ready to run with a 2-speed and all metal gears for $129. I'm looking forward to seeing what this one looks like. It looks quite different. So let's get it out of the box. So you get your instruction manual in the box with a USB charger and your wheel wrench tool. We've got our transmitter. You've got your Flysky 4-channel transmitter. These are a really nice transmitter. Loads of companies are using these now, and yeah, one of my favorite mini crawler transmitters. Let's get this thing out of the box. This thing looks cool. Right, let's get our little ASMR moment where we get this off, shall we? It's always very satisfying peeling that off on a new rig. So we got this new body style. I think that actually looks really, really cool. I much prefer this body to the Juice Up body. I think this thing's got some real potential. Now it looks like it's probably based off some form of American truck, but as I'm in the UK and I don't know much about American trucks, let me know in the comments if you know what it is. So what are the new features on this one over the previous Evo? So first thing, obviously you've got this new body style. You've got big bore oil-filled shocks, you know, some nice dampening there on the suspension. You've actually got a servo on axle steering servo. I'm not quite sure what the rating on this is. You've got their 60mm mudder tires. These are really nice tires. I think these are the same ones that come on the T-Hunter, you know, decent tire for a ready to run, and they're mounted on these 1.2-inch beadlock wheels. Underneath, they've updated the drive shafts to heavy-duty drive shafts. The rear drive shaft is also a counter-rotating drive shaft to try and eliminate torque twist. Now, if you're not familiar with the CR18P platform, you also get this LCG style chassis, which is really nice, gives you a nice bit of ground clearance. So you can see we've got a full link on the front, full link on the rear. It is plastic links, plastic axles and plastic drive shafts, but it is full metal gears throughout. So you've got metal portals, you've got metal axle gears, and you've got metal gears in that 2-speed gearbox, which again, for a ready to run, especially for $129, that is brilliant value for money. And you know this thing's going to be durable. So with these bodies as well, you've got hidden body clips. So on the rear, you've got these 2 clips. So if we just pull those off, and then we would just push the bottom one out, and then what we can do is just lift the body up, and you can see it's basically hinged on the front, but it does open a fair way, so you can actually get to everything underneath. So spinning around, you can see you've actually got a 600 milliamp hour 2S LiPo on the rear. You've got all-in-one ESC and receiver. Like I said, it is brushed. And then you can see there we've got a 180 sized 55 turn motor, so it should have plenty of go in it. You can see with the body lifted off that LCG chassis. What I like about this as well is you've got all the different adjustment points for your shock mounts, even for your links and everything as well. So, you know, you can tune the suspension setup. The other thing you notice, like I said, is you've got these metal bodied adjustable oil-filled shocks, which are really nice. You can see we've got the 2-speed gearbox in there as well. And then you've got the shift servo there for the 2-speed. Now this new body style comes in this orange, or it comes in an olive green color as well. So let's get some batteries in the transmitter. So the transmitter takes 4 AAA batteries. They don't come included, so it's like, what, 99% ready to run. And then if we just plug the battery in and then turn it on, it does also say that on the front here it's ready for a servo winch. So I'm assuming that's what these bits here are for, but I'm not 100% sure. I am really liking the look on this body though, with that nice grille. You've got the mirrors and everything. You've obviously got the roll bar on the back. You've even got little stickers for your windscreen wipers. But this front end, I like this front end. This is very, very cool. I definitely prefer this body over the Juice Up. So let's check out our steering. So something it says it's got a 45-degree steering angle. You know, that's plenty of power on that steering servo. Look, nice and responsive as well. I'm not quite sure what the rating on it is, but I'm pretty sure on the Juice Up and like the Arctos and everything, they're all over like 1 kilogram or 1.5. So yeah, not 100% sure what it is, but it's got plenty of go in it. Now, if you're not a fan of indicators like me, you'd be pleased to know there's no indicators on this thing. So with channel 4, basically, as you press it, you just get your kind of like dipped headlights turn on. If you press it again, you get your like full headlights, main beam, whatever you want to call it. And then if you press it again, you don't get anything else, and then you cycle away through. Now on the Rock van, which I've also reviewed, going through all the different options gives you all the light bar and the hazard lights and stuff like that, and that does have indicators on the Rock van. On the rear of this one as well, you do have tail lights, and again, they've got 2 different brightness when you press channel 4 twice. I really like that rear end as well with the Convoy. That looks really, really cool, doesn't it? I am liking that a lot. Not a massive fan of chrome, to be honest. I think if this roll bar was black, I think it would probably look nicer, but I do like that rear. That looks cool. Now I know with it being a Hobbyplus, loads of people are going to say about the slop, so that's our slop at the box. Another thing I forgot on these as well, and I'll show you in a second, we'll take the wheel off, but another major update they've done on these is they've actually increased the hex pin size from a 1mm to 1.5mm, so I'll show you that in a second. We'll pop a wheel off. So you've got that 2-speed gearbox as well, so on your transmitter channel 3, if you go to the middle it's neutral, and then all the way forward is 2nd gear, and then you've got loads of wheel speed. This thing is going to be a little ripper in second. I love a 2-speed personally. Right, so let's get this wheel off and I will show you what it's like with these new style hex pins. So you can use your wheel wrench tool to get the wheel nut cover off, and then you can use it again then to get the nut off, which is a tiny little nut. Insert your 3 hours later there. So if we just pop the hex off, you should be able to see there that we've now got a 1.5mm pin instead of the old 1mm pins, so it gives you basically less play with the wheel, because before with the previous versions I had the same for the Evo Pro, because that started off with the 1mm hex pin as well, and you could basically rock the wheel, and it was kind of like, yeah, it just had lots of play in it. So it's good to see that they've now updated that to the 1.5mm pin as well, which is really cool. Oh, the other thing before I forget as well is you've got these rock sliders on the side, but it's nice because the body locates in the rock sliders as well. So, you know, it'll help hold it in place and everything, which is really, really cool. Let's get this thing outside. Let's hit the rocks. Let's hit the trail and see what this thing's like. You could win a brand new Traxxas TRX4 for less than the price of your morning coffee. This is my modified TRX4 Defender. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite 10 scale crawlers. But you could pick a brand new Defender or a Bronco or even a High Trail. So check out the raffle link in the description to enter. Okay, let's see how it does on the rock crawler course. I'm intrigued to see what these tires are like, because I'm pretty sure they're the same tires that come on the V3 T-Hunter. Oh, okay, we probably need a bit of wheel speed to get over there. Yes, made it, nice. I'm going to try and go as slow crawling as I can, because I want to see what the slow speed control's like on this. Because like I said, I never had a V1 of this, so I'd be interested to see what it's like. Oh, bit of scrapage there on the rear. Nice steering angle on this thing, fair dues. That's not bad, slow speed controller. You can see it's like, you know, doing all right. Oh, nice descent as well. Again, with those oil-filled shocks. If they are oil-filled or not, I don't know, but either way, there's nice dampening on them. Up to the gatekeeper. Oh, yes, look at that. Oh, we're lifting a wheel on the other side, but it is doing a brilliant job going up the gatekeeper. Look at that, nice and controlled as well. Decent bit of grip on those tires as well. Well, I'm impressed so far. That's really good for a ready to run. Let's do the up and over and see what the tires are like for grip up here. Quite often you find they struggle to get this first rock. Oh, I was thinking about it. Ooh, it was close to tipping over. Okay, we're probably going to need a bit of wheel speed to get over the first bit. Okay, we're up. And then hopefully we should be good from here. Oh, lovely bit of flex there. That was me hesitating on my finger then as I moved. Nice. Oh, look at that. Lovely movement. I definitely prefer this body to the juice-up body. This looks really cool. I'm not a fan of the chrome, but it does look cool. I like the orange. Okay, heading up to the next hardest section, heading towards the stairway. Let's see how it does up here. Just shimmy round a minute. Oh, look at that. That's doing a really good job so far. We've got to try not to get our wheel stuck in the little hole. That is decent slow speed control in it, especially for a brush system. Oh, look, that's good grip on those tires as well, to be fair. Look at that, that's doing a really good job. Oh, bit of hesitation there, but I think that's basically where the tires are possibly rubbing on the body. Oh, yes, that is cool. Look at that, straight up there. Okay, let's go for the merry-go-round. See how it does up here. Oh, nice, nice. Now there's no servo saver on these steering servos like you get on some like the FMS rig, so hopefully steering should be all right. You can see we've got a little bit stuck there. Look, it kind of hesitated a minute when it was trying to get up there. Oh, getting myself in a pickle here, and I. Oh, come on, got to get it turned around. Decent steering servo. Look, you can see it's not struggling to turn at all. It's just boom, around it goes. I think we are getting a little bit of body rubbing on the tyres. Oh yes, go on. That's doing a really good job, look. Loads of ground clearance, those poor Lexas as well, look. Oh, look at that, got it turned around. Back up to where we were. That is amazing. That, for $129, this thing is really good. Okay, let's just go up through here as well. Just want to see what it's like coming up and over these rocks. Really nice flex on this thing. Yeah, if you're looking for a performance mini crawler, this one is doing a fantastic job, isn't it? All those rock sliders actually got us hung up a bit there, but oh, nice recovery though, nice recovery. This thing is a little beast. Okay, as it's doing such a good job everywhere else, let's see if it can actually crawl up here, which is like one of the hardest sections of the course where you run a tyre either side. Oh, I didn't think it would. It needs a bit more weight low down, but yeah, we've got to try it. For a ready to run and for the price point of this thing, that is absolutely fantastic. Tyres are actually doing a really good job. Obviously, with it being the Lexan body, you know, it doesn't have a lot of weight up top, so it's really stable. I think if you just had a tiny bit of brass on the front, or to be honest, just change the wheels for some metal wheels, because I'm not a fan of these chrome 5-spoke wheels, this thing would just crawl everywhere, even with those stock tyres, I reckon. And it wasn't too noisy either. I don't know if you could hear it on the microphone, but it wasn't really loud considering it's all metal gears. Trail speed, first gear, second gear. I want to see how quick this thing is in second gear. Yeah, so it's not very fast in first gear, but you know, kind of to be expected. So let's chuck it in second gear. That's more like it. There you go, second gear. That's got some trail speed in it. Now the question is, can it do donuts? Oh, it did for a second. Okay, back to more sensible off-roading. Let's see what this thing's like for tyre grip and ground clearance on the trail. That's actually doing a really good job so far. See what it's like coming up to this little rock by here. Oh, I missed it, hang on. Try and go slow. Oh, that's actually done a really good job, to be fair. Oh, look at that, plenty of ground clearance. That's really good slow speed control as well, to be fair. That did really, really well. Better than I expected it to do, to be honest. This is turning out to be a really cool little rig. I reckon a different colour version of this one with, like, you know, black roll bar, maybe black bumpers and stuff like that, some nicer wheels. Oh, that would just be so cool. Maybe clearance the arches a bit and you could run some like slightly bigger tyres like that come on the Juice Up. You know, Hobbyplus are doing a fantastic job at the moment, aren't they? Everything they keep coming out with is just giving everyone a run for their money, and they're pretty much leading the pack at the moment, in my opinion, in terms of performance and value for money. I mean, look how well this thing's doing for $129. I mean, that's what, cheaper than a Red Cat Ascent 18 as well. And the fact that this thing has a 2-speed as well, and I prefer this body to the Red Cat body as well, if I'm perfectly honest. Let's do the old tyre test, see what these things are like for grip. Gonna go as slow as I can. It's very dry at the moment, so it's kind of loose, sandy kind of dirt. Oh, look at that, that's doing a brilliant job. The orange on this thing just pops, it just looks so cool. I don't know what it's like on camera, but in real life, it just looks awesome. This is so cool. It's just a shame about all the chrome. Let's do our usual route test again, see what the ground clearance is like and what these tyres are like for a bit of off-roading, a bit of rootin' tootin'. Oh, nice. Oh yes, God, that was really, really good. Now up to the bigger route, we should have plenty of approach angle clearance and everything with this body design. Struggling a little bit there for grip. Oh, almost completely up and over. Got a little bit hung up on the center point, but that did a fantastic job then. I reckon with some upgrades, like I said earlier on the rocks, just some heavier wheels and like maybe a touch of brass on the front or something, this thing will be an absolute machine. It's just so good out of the box, like, isn't it? I mean, that is really, really good. And I do think it looks cool. I think you'd struggle to run much bigger tyres, to be honest, without clearance in the arches a bit more, because you can see these tyres are rubbing every now and again as it is, but it is just such a cool little looking rig, isn't it? And I love that orange. I think the olive green looks pretty cool as well, but I'm definitely a fan of the orange, especially on camera as well. I think that looks really, really cool. Now, if you're looking for good value for money, I mean, you can't go wrong really, can you? $129, and I keep saying it, but that is a really good price, especially considering everything you're getting, you know, all metal gears and a 2-speed. And as much as I'm not a massive fan of Lexan bodies, you know, it's a decent looking body. It doesn't look too cheap and cheerful or anything like that. And even the slow speed control and everything is really nice as well. It's just, I love that suspension movement as well. Let's just try and go nice and slow up to these routes by here as well. Just look at that. I mean, that's not bad for a brush system, is it? And like I said, considering the price point, I know I've probably said it to death now, but he's doing a really good job. Oh, look at that flex. We love a bit of flex. So cool. Just see what these tires are like for a bit of tree climbing, shall we? If you're not a regular to the channel, we are climbing over a stream, so if you get it wrong, you go for a swim. Be interesting to see how high this thing can get up on the tree. You do get to a certain point on that next kind of hump that you can't get over, but every now and again you get a bit of hesitation on the slow speed control. Oh, lifting some wheels. Look how high that is getting. Now that is doing a fantastic job. Wowza. Wow, I think that's the first rig to actually make it all the way to the stump. I'm not going to bother trying to get over it because we'll just go swimming, but look at that. That is a nice angle, and that's without any extra weight or anything on it as well. That is really, really good. Now, it'd be rude not to have a little kind of slow crawl through the water, wouldn't it? It's got to be done. Especially with how cool that colour of the body looks and everything, with the water in the background. I do like the look of that. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend driving yours through water, because obviously with it being vented, your foams will kind of get ruined. But, you know, I like to do stupid things on this channel, so... And, you know, I do it so you don't have to. That is so cool. Really nice slow speed control as well, isn't it? And really nice movement on the suspension. I'm pretty sure it is PPX4 waterproof, if I remember correctly, but I mean, if not, it's not really going deep enough to get wet anyway. We're just looking cool, that's all we're doing. Yes. Oh, lovely bit of flex. Oh, hang on. Straight over that rock. Hey, we made it. Oh, this thing is so cool, I love it. Let's see what it's like with the tyres just coming up this little bank here with this mud. Oh, I was going to see if we had to use the 2-speed, but... Oh, go on, go on, go on. That's actually doing a really good job. Nice. Oh, nice, into the dip. Oh, very cool. Oh, go on, go on, go on. It's thinking about it. Go on. Yes, very nice. Yeah, you can hear every now and again you get a bit of rubbing on the tyres. Well, what do you think? I got to be honest, I was impressed. I think it did really well on the rocks. I think it did really well on the trail. You know, I do really like the way it looks. You know, I'm not a massive fan of the chrome or the wheels, but I think if you change the wheels, it would look so much nicer. But I do really like this body style, especially that front. It just looks so cool. You know, I think for $129, this could well be one of the best value and best performing brushed mini crawlers you can buy right now, especially if you're not bothered about a hard body. You know, I appreciate it's got a bit of slop in the drivetrain. You know, to be honest, it doesn't really bother me that much. And then the only things I don't like about it would be the chrome, the wheels, and then as much as I like the hidden body clips, you know, they are a little bit fiddly to get to, but, you know, that's just nitpicking, to be quite honest. But I reckon with a different set of wheels and maybe the tiniest bit of brass on the front, this thing would be an absolute machine. Now, I sent this over by Hobbyplus. I'll put a link in the description to where you can get it from. I do have a 10% discount code you could use as well. Just do URC10. Again, I'll put that in the description if you want to use it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.